Alright, so yeah, my grass is getting pretty tall here. Yeah, let's check it out. So here we got this really rough looking bag. I don't really use a grass catcher or bag. YardMan by MTD. So I paid like 26 some change for this. Don't know anything about it. Everything seemed to be intact. Check the oil. I'll let you see that in a second. It's really black. Did not check the blade. Check the recoil. That feels almost like it's just about ready to break. I like the color of the green and the kind of yellow-orange look. Black. It's a good-looking mower. Really good-looking mower. I did notice it had some like tarp material on it, so it's probably been under a tarp. I have to make sure the wheels are adjusted properly because they're not right now. Let's check the oil. What's missing there? A bolt. Let's check the oil here. Let you see this. Really filthy. We'll change that out. Alright, let's check the... Sometimes when you... Oh, that is stiff. That's really stiff. I need to get some WD-40 real quick. I got my PB blaster out. We're going to see if that'll help us. Oh yeah, I love that. That's got to be going in there. Much better. I think we're there. No fraying of the cable. No breakage, so I think we're there. Okay, moving on, we're going to drain the oil. That oil drain, we're going to go ahead and give it a little cleaning here. Oh, we've got some of this PB blaster on it. Oh, that's a nice color. Really is a nice lawnmower, I think. I don't have a side discharge, so it's just going to be a mulcher. We do have a little bit of rust under here. I haven't even looked underneath yet. It's probably going to be some rust under there. I don't know how sharp the blade is. Let's take a look at the blade. Oh my gosh. Blade is bent there. That has to be removed, all of that. I don't know. It looks like some kind of rope they hit or something. Not a whole lot of... there's rust. But it's not horrible, really. So, yeah, let me get that rope off of there and maybe try to bend that a little bit. Got pretty good movement. Okay, got all the wheels lined up. Had to put a little lube on one of them, but everything looks pretty healthy. Let's go ahead and add our oil. I didn't put the whole quart. Want to check first. I think we've got way too much. It's definitely at the top of the crosshairs. It may even be beyond. So let me check it one more time. I'm screwing it in. Yeah, we'll let that settle a little bit more. I may have to take some out. Alright, before putting any fuel in, let me just show you what I'm going to do to start it. We're going to go ahead and put this on so the gas will start running to the carburetor. When we start to start it for the first time, I'm going to put it in the choke position and probably pull it. It's probably going to take a while for the fuel to get there. I don't even know where the spark plug is at on this thing, and I didn't check that. So we're going to assume that the plug is okay. Most of the time, if the plug is there, it's usually pretty good. So anyway, let me get some fuel. That's what we'll do. We'll pull it to the choke and try to start it. And I think this one automatically, once it starts, I think it automatically moves itself to the run position, I believe. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the cover on. I feel pretty confident about it. So we're going to drain the bowl here and see if we get any bad stuff in there. That doesn't work. I guess we're going to have to take the carburetor apart. It didn't look too bad, really. Here we are trying the YardMan with the Honda engine. I guess this is the third or fourth time now. We just did a minor cleaning of the carburetor, changed the fuel line because I broke it, taking the carburetor off, the oval line I broke, that is. So I think it's going to start and run pretty good now. Let's give it a try. Okay, so I think when I checked the level, it was really sunny and hard to see. I think the level is like right around here. I think the level's right around here. Now, I didn't see that before. Like I said, it was very sunny and hard to see. But I think I may have too much oil in this, in the sump there, and I think that's why it's not running any more than about 30 seconds. And also, when it does run for 30 seconds, then it's hard to restart it. Now, what will happen is once it goes down into the bottom the crankcase or sump, it will it'll settle down there and it'll be easy to start. And if you walk away for 15, 20, 30 minutes, and it'll start back up, but immediately it doesn't. So I'm going to drain some oil and we're going to see if that fixes it. Can't believe I put that much oil in it. Okay. Now we have to add some. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I think we have to add some actually. Like about right there. All right, so I actually took out too much. We're like right there. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to run it. Not for long. If it does, if it does run, it's clearly going to be the reason. We had too much oil in it. So let's see. I'm going to tie off this bail, keel handle, whatever you call it, stop handle. All right, here we go. Okay, so it's looking like it just had too much oil. Mower's running fine. Usually it would have died by right now. So yeah, we're good. We are good. That's good. So yeah, you can see you can barely move the flywheel, so that's what shuts the engine off. It's a good safety switch. I thought that this cable was coming back after it started and was just getting so close that it was shutting it down after about 30 seconds. Okay, so that's not the issue. I thought it was. The next thing I thought was the stop switch here. That is in the, that would be the off position for the switch. To be on, it has to be pushed with the, the bail handle back there pulled all the way, and then this will actually allow it to be in the on position. And then for the off position, it would be like that. So just to make sure that it is, just to test, to make sure that it is that switch, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it right here. And we're going to start the motor again, or try to start the motor. So it should start up if it's a bad switch. And again, we have clearance here. That's not slowing down the flywheel. So let's put our cover back on our starter and see if this thing will run without stopping like it did. And if it does, that tells us that it's clearly the switch that is bad. But it's very usable as of now. Yeah, see, I have no kill switch. Now I can't turn it off. All right, finally. So, wow. Couldn't start it. It wouldn't run for more than 30 seconds. Then I couldn't start it. Couldn't stop it. How many bolts nuts did I lose? I just lost that one. So let's go ahead and put that little stop, that stop switch connected again. I think it's running pretty nice, quiet. Yeah, that's why you want to have a stop switch, because you can't shut it off so easy. Let's get crazy. All right, so let's connect it. All right, I'll get right back on this. Okay, this is unbelievable. So I actually got this thing to start running again. It ran really good. And let me show you what I did. All right, so we thought it was the stop switch, so it wasn't, because it still stalled even with the wire off. So I've put that back on. I went ahead and pulled the bail, because I'm still having some difficulty with this cable here. So we're in stop switch is in the run position there. Okay, so yeah, what I thought fixed it and made it run for 5 minutes. About an hour ago it ran for about 5 minutes, and I shut it off on its own. Thought it was fixed. Was this wire here, because I was getting ready to possibly buy a coil, so I wanted to take a picture of it to make sure I matched it up with one that I ordered. So thought, well, why don't I just take the connector off and make sure that it's okay. So when I touched the connector, it was really loose, so I pushed it back on, or actually I bent it up a little bit and then pushed it back on, got it really nice and snug, and started it for like 5 minutes. Okay, thought it was fixed. So came back, went to lunch, came back and tried to start it again, and it only ran for like 30 seconds again. Okay, so what I did was I thought, well, maybe I've got a cut in this wire here. It goes to the plug, because it's tucked under there like that. That's how it's supposed to be. And so I'm thinking, well, maybe it's worn out and it's touching the metal underneath there. So looked to see if there was any nicks in that. I don't really see any. All right, when I removed it from the plug to get it out of there, I realized it was really just barely kind of on there. And I don't even think that it's catching into the metal. part in there. So that's probably what's happening. It's starting and then it's just vibrating itself kind of loose. I mean, it wasn't like that, but it was kind of like that. So I'm like, wow, I didn't feel like it's very resistant. There's any resistance on there. So we're gonna try to push that down a little bit, the metal part, so it goes on the plug a little bit better. Plug looks, you know, okay. Another thing to check is this coil wire. Make sure that it's not cut and touching any metal underneath here. You'll probably have to feel. You can kind of pull out a little more to check, but you'll probably have to turn the mower up to really get a better look. So let's try this plug here, the boot here, and we're going to take some pliers and kind of crimp the metal there so that it will clip on here a little bit better. I want to cut this boot. Okay, I think that's good. We need to get it underneath here again. That's where it lives. Make sure we don't cut that. Yeah, there we go, just like that. All right, let's put the cover back on. And then we'll try it out one more time. If it doesn't run this time, I'm going to revisit it in about a week or so. That's how it goes. Alright, so I'm going to put these nuts on. I'll set up on the tripod and we'll try to start it one more time. Alright, here we go. We'll see what happens. Okay, so lesson is don't forget the most simplest, obvious things sometimes can be the problem. So anyway, it's fixed. Just the spark plug boot was off just a little bit. It was just right on there, so it would start up 99% of the times, and then it would go dead, as you saw, about 30 seconds or so. Sometimes when I tried to restart it, it would not start. That's because the boot, I guess, was still off a little bit. It was just right on there. It must have just been right on there. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope it's been helpful. Hope you've seen some things that may help you if you have a lawnmower like this, a YardMan or something similar that can maybe possibly get it running if it's not running. Until next time, have a nice day and take care.